Right. So let's get started with learning about Mongo DB. So Mongo DB is a non-relational database for that we can use as a permanent storage solution. And if you head over to MongoDB website, you can download for free a MongoDB server, install it locally on your machine. Once you install that, you'll have a couple of executables, two of which are of interest for us. One of them is the Mongo D, which allows you to start the server, and the second one is the Mongo client that allows you to connect to the database. Very much like MySQL D starts up MySQL, and then MySQL command allows you to connect to it. So very similar. So on a Mac, you can start the Mongo D from really anywhere. But on a Mac, you need to run it as an administrator, so you'll need to add sudo in front of the Mongo D command. This will ask you for your password. Also, when you start up the Mongo database, it's going to want a directory where to store all the databases, and the default place where it looks for the database is at the root of your file system, and it's looking for by default a directory called data in there. So you would create that directory off of the root of your file system. On a Windows machine, you probably won't have any trouble doing that. On a Mac, on the latest version on Catalina, even if I'm an administrator, it's not. It wants me to jump through a whole bunch of hoops to create the directory at the root. So instead, what you can do instead is configure a different directory where you want Mongo to use to store its databases, and you can do that by providing the DB path flag, right? And you can point to what directory you want to use. So I have a local directory called data off of my home directory, and this is where I'm going to run MongoD from. So if I do that, ask me for my password, and so it starts up the server, the Mongo database server, and it's going to listen for incoming requests at a particular port, and the port. Where is the port? You are running this process on the root user, blah, 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 blah. There it is, port 27017. So there we go. So we have MongoD up and running, listening for incoming requests and connections at port 27017.